time in Boulder, and I can tell you tonight, this community is reeling. We have witnessed a stream, hundreds of people coming through here throughout the day. They are offering well wishes. They're dropping off flowers. A lot of them have tears in their eyes, and right smack dab in the middle of all of it is a gigantic crime scene. Is about 20 miles from here. The suspect, according to the charging document, drove his brother's Mercedes to the crime scene. His brother has not been charged. We're live in Boulder, Colorado tonight. I'm Joel Eisenbach, KPRC 2 News. Follow me soon.
Shalom. Give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakadash. Give honors to the elders and apostles of GMS groups, the ones who like teach 100% truth. Shalom, Barakathon to them. Give all praise again to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakadash. This relates to the mass shooting in Boulder, Colorado. 10 people were killed. Grocery store. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 39. Number 23, as ye have turned water into saltness, so shall the heathen inherit his wrath, which is judgment. And all his ways are plain into the holy, so they are stumble block to the wicked. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. 26. The principal things for the whole use of a man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and blood of grapes, and oil, and clothing. 27. All these things are for good to the godly, man. 28. There be spirits created for vengeance, which are in their fury lay sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out the force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So these spirits of vengeance, man, can use human beings for the spirits, put it into human beings to implement judgment, help implement judgment. related to this situation here in Colorado, also in related to the spa situation in Atlanta. So the Lord created spirits for vengeance, man. He can use it in different ways. For example, that he can use man to implement his form of judgment by putting a certain spirit in man to execute his judgment, to appease him, man. So spirits are sent by Yahweh Shem Yahshua to appease his wrath, man. And how he appeases his wrath by them carrying out and his judgment. And other examples of relating to spirits of vengeance: fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. All these things were created for vengeance. Fires, you see every day. Hails, famine, death. These are the scourges, which is tools for implement of punishment. The teeth of wild animals, scorpions, serpents, and the swords punishing the wicked to destruction. Wild animals can be used as forms of judgment. Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. You get the scenario. They shall rejoice in his commandments, and they shall be ready upon earth. When their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So the point is, there are spirits created for vengeance. Now, for his ways are made plain to the holy, but a stumbling block to the wicked, because a stumbling block to the wicked, they can't understand why certain tragedies can happen. Why innocent people get killed. Job 4:7. There's no such thing as innocent, truly innocent. And none of us are innocent. Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent. So whoever perish being innocent, none. In the eyes of the Lord, none is innocent, none. For we're wicked in the eyes of the Lord, man. It's plain and simple. Or where were the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. So if you sow and reap wickedness, that's what's going to come out, man. The outcome of that, or the product of that, is going to be very negative, which is pretty much very bad. Number 9, by the blast of Yahweh they perish, and by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed. So they're pretty much out of here. Proverbs 28 and 5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. And they that seek the Lord, relating to the prophets, the elect, the ones who've been prophesied in years in his truth and knowledge, they seek the understanding and understand all things. Through the scripture is made through their spirit where is made to understand all things. The top part. Evil men understand not judgment. Evil men don't understand judgment, man. They don't have discernment. They don't have discretion. They don't have the wisdom, except that's contrary relating to wickedness, man. So they understand not the judgment. Isaiah 45 and 7 relates to the balance of the Lord. I form the light, I create darkness. I make peace, I create evil. The Lord created evil, man. He also created those spirits of vengeance for vengeance, man. So he created evil for his purpose, man. He created evil spirits to appease the Lord, relating to judgment, man. So the Lord is a balanced power. It's all about balance. A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is to his delight. So the Lord is about a balance, man. The point is, he created evil, man. He created evil for his purpose, man. And purposely to execute on the left-hand side judgment, man. Wicked judgment upon the ones the Lord has hatred towards. And that's this example. Read it again. 45 and 7. I form the light, I create darkness, I make peace, I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things, because the Lord did all these things. Let's go to Job 19 and 29. Job 19 and 29. Be afraid of the sword. That sword is that judgment. For the wrath bringeth the punishment. And through the sword he bringeth the punishment. To execute punishment, pain and punishment. We'll read it again. Be ye afraid of the sword. For wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword. That ye may know there is a judgment. So how are they going to know? Because the Lord has executed judgment, man. For example of that, all these mass murders. For example, this current one, the one in Atlanta, murders, people getting killed by natural disasters. For example, countries, Japan, Nicaragua, China, and different other countries around the world, seeing the mass casualties, deaths. So how you know that's happening? Because the Lord is doing that, man. Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? So if there's evil in the city, the Lord is responsible for it, man. Remember, the Lord controls both sides, man. So any forms of evil that happen upon the earth, the Lord's behind it, man. I'll get a few more scriptures. First the Chronicles, First the Chronicles 16 and 16 and 14. He is the Lord Yahweh, our God. His judgments are in all the earth. So his judgments are all upon the earth. Just look at measure thy time diligently in itself. You know what I mean? Let me get it. 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered then and said, measure thou time diligently in itself, and when thou see the parts of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shall thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he has made. And that's what the Lord is doing. He's visiting the world which he has made, man. And how you measure our time diligently, pay attention to the things that's happening upon the earth, man. The signs that's happening upon the earth that the Lord is beginning to manifest and visit upon this earth, man. In 1 Chronicles 16:14 again, he is the Lord our God. His judgments are in all the earth. They are in all the earth, man. Because the Lord is visiting all the earth. He's visiting what he has made. Psalms 9:16. The Lord is known by judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. So the wicked are caught by their own hands, which are the sinners, the unrighteous. They caught by their own hands, man. And ultimately, it's their judgment anyway. It's their time. We'll read that again. The Lord is known by his judgment, which he executeth. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. So he's known by the judgment that he's executed, man. Remember, he created spirits for vengeance, man. And those spirits are going to appease the wrath he sent them, man. So how they going to be made known? So through his judgments, man. They're going to be made known because by him. By them carrying out the pretty much their orders, man. Their spiritual orders. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hegion Salah. I'm going to go to Proverbs 29 and Proverbs 29 and 26. Proverbs 29 and 26. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man judgeth cometh from the Lord. So every man's judgment cometh from the Lord. So if there's a judgment upon men, it's coming from the Lord, whether it be good judgment or bad judgment. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 14. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So whether it be good or evil, he's going to bring it to judgment, man. Deuteronomy 10 and 17. It's Deuteronomy 10 and 17. For the Lord your God, Yahweh, is God of gods, and the Lord of lords, a great God, a mighty and terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor taketh reward. So the Lord has, he's not a respecter of persons, man. And he can't be bargained with. He's not a that's the key. He's not a respecter of persons. So he executes judgment accordingly, righteously, according to every work of men. This was just a few verses relating to that article, relating to that video, the Boulder shootings. You know, a lot of things are happening in society. I hope it benefits somebody, whoever listened. The water for listening. Give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahshua, Bashem, Rakakadash. The water Shalom. Thanks.